came up the other day. I got asked my thoughts in a group chat I have with some of the students at the gym. And they posted a clip of someone talking about why they like points tournaments. And I mean, if you like points tournaments, by all means, like them. And yes, I am in a car wash, and you're probably going to hear that car wash go over top. So we might have to wait for that as it goes over. But points versus sub only. This YouTuber. This YouTuber was talking about why points tournaments or why points competition is better than submission only. I don't like the thought of teaching my students to rack up points and only take the sub if it presents itself, or just wait out the time until the time expires because they're up on points. That's just not a game that I enjoy. That being said, I do have students that like that, and I do go corner them, and I do go coach them, and help them with that if that's what they want to do. I mean, that's my job, right? My job is to give my students, in some sort of sense, what they want, what they're paying for. But we primarily like no-gi sub only at my gym. We do have gi classes as well. I just like the idea of going out there, hunting for, and getting the finish. I think that's, in my opinion, the purest form of grappling or submission grappling or jiu-jitsu nowadays. That's what we train for. I think that's by far the most exciting. There is incentive in points tournaments to rack up points and then move just enough to where you don't get called for stalling and wait for time to run out. That's what people do. I've literally heard it and been coaching against people, coaches who do that. All that being said, do what you like. If you're out there training, I mean, train whatever you like. I just want more people training. If points tournaments are your thing and that's going to keep you going, then do what you got to do to keep yourself going. Like I said, this is just my humble opinion at this point. So knee shield, wrist control, hip harness, hips dropped. Hook. I can slide over. Or if I'm hooking this, establish it. When I drop my hip, I'm hooking this. So generally, I'm gonna drop back to half guard. Right here, I can kick this foot in. Wrist control, hips drop, falling back. I can hook the foot. I can cut through. Or drop in, he kicks back to half guard. Gotta block him from regarding. From here I can go standard smash past and get the mount if I want to. Pull your elbows in, Elijah. So I'm stuck in a darce. Trying to move my hips away and re-guard, not really gonna work. What I wanna do here is I wanna frame up on that hip. I wanna pronounce my elbow, push my head back, and push my belly button to his thigh. Once I do that, he's gonna let go, or he's gonna give me some wrestling up options where I could potentially reverse the position. One more time, I'm in here, framing, trying to re-guard, move my hips away. I stretch out, he's able to collapse and set up the darce here. Now, instead of that, if I focus on, go ahead and get set up. With the darce. Driving my hips in and pushing my belly button to his thigh and pronouncing that elbow, it really shuts him down and I can start working some walk over, step over, wrestling stuff. So hips in on the darce, shoulders wide, head back.
Talk about it. So I like to belt and then talk. I made Bobby talk first. Awesome.
Because I do like sometimes I have
But I've been training with Sean. When did we start at the academy?
5, 7 years ago?
It's longer than that.
Oh my goodness, it's 6.5. 6.5 years.
So for almost, well, do that real quick. Cool.
Aw.
Sure.
So like exclusively, I don't know how many days a week.
They're doing 3 days a week.
3 days a week for a while, and it was a lot of times just he and I. And I kind of just stopped like teaching him stuff and just started rolling. And well, beating you up, yeah.
Fair enough.
And he just would keep coming, and then Bobby started joining us, and it was the 3 of us, a couple days a week, still many days, just Sean and I, and it got good, and always a good instructor, good teacher. That's like since I've known him, he had that ability, but. One day he just came up to me when I was still kind of around the police academy and just like, hey, I want to learn jiu-jitsu. And that's kind of how it all started. And it's an honor for me to now be here and do this for him. I know he's a big part of this gym now, and Bobby and I talk. Bobby and I still train. I still continue the tradition of beating people up by rolling with Bobby. So
I really appreciate Sean. When I first opened this place and I was teaching every single class, it was I really love it. But you guys know it's taking its toll on my body. There's times where I can't really roll that day, or it takes away from family time. When you're young, it's to be expected. But when I started thinking of who I could get in here to help me out, knowing Sean, who's training with the academy, was one of the first people that popped in my mind. And there was never even a question. The second I mentioned, he's like, yeah, where can I go? How can I do it? How can I help out? Especially after Sean retired from the academy, I know he's a good instructor, and he put a lot of pride in his abilities to teach, and I know that's something he wanted to keep going. So I mentioned it to Kyle again behind the scenes. He goes, do what you can to get Sean out there. He'd be a great addition. So he's been a huge help, and I'm nothing but appreciative of him. He comes up here, I don't know if all you guys know, it's from Tacoma, right? Tacoma every Tuesday, probably prime time traffic, to come out and teach. So couldn't ask for a better training partner, a better friend, and someone who's become a really big part of the academy here. Cool. You got anything to say, Sean?
Yeah, I mean, going back to what Kyle said is I just spent a year and a half getting beat up by him 2 or 3 days a week. And then when he invited Bobby, I was like, awesome. So he can beat up on somebody else while I wait around. But then he brings this giant person who's really good at jiu-jitsu. So then I just got beat up by both of them. But I don't know where I'm at in my journey, but where I am right now, I owe to you I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you for showing up because
I love you, Sean. Woo! Thank you for being here.
thank you. Thank you.